Xemo, we know you. We love you. I've played with you before. You visit my channel, and I'm always happy to see you. You know, I've had fanboy crush on Zemo. I've watched his videos multiple times. But now, Guardians, I know you know this. Zemo has really been playing Final Fantasy 14. And today in live stream chat, Zemo revealed a secret. A secret. He has been through Final Fantasy 14 on the hard, most difficult, challenging mode. Is this your third go through, Zemo?
Okay. So, in Final Fantasy, there are raids that are called ultimates that are basically just like a raid where if there are any wipes, you get sent right back to the start. And currently, there are only 5 in the game, and I've done 2 of them, and I'm working on a third right now.
And how are you doing in there, Zemo? Are you a Destiny god playing Final Fantasy?
I so the one that I'm currently doing, we just like I just got to the final phase like a couple times, and we've wiped, but it's like a lot of it's not like Destiny in terms of like you can kind of just go in with whatever and make it happen. In Final Fantasy, there's a lot of like studying that needs to be done. Like a lot of my time that I'm not actually in the game, I'm watching people's like POVs and I'm like studying the Google Doc that like tells me exactly what mitigation I need to be using, what like my damage rotation needs to look like, and I'm even like simulating some of the mechanics. Just so like when I get there in game, I'll be able to actually do it. Because like Final Fantasy is way harder in terms of like the skill ceiling.
And Zemo, do you have a crew inside of Final Fantasy, or do you walk alone in there?
So I got into it like initially from a couple of my friends and Mango, and I kind of just like I play with a couple of my friends that want to do ultimates, but like if I'm bored and want to like go and join a party by myself, like I'll do that. But usually I play with like 1 or 2 people and then a party full of randoms since you need 8 players to enter an ultimate raid.
Yeah, and they're all standing around doing their thing. I've watched those before. They're super interesting, and it really the group effort can make or break you inside of that. It's fascinating to watch everything that takes place in Final Fantasy, especially on those super difficult levels. I played for about 10 minutes. I did about 10 minutes, and maybe someday I'll get back into it. But chat, as you Guardians know, Destiny, it is my favorite game. Zemo, when are we going to see you return to Destiny full force?
Definitely like closer to the DLC release and then when the DLC is out, because like it's only a 3-day grind until the world's first race, and I have to be at the top of my game for that. I have to make sure I have everything ready for June 7th.
June 7th. And when you were getting ready, what are you going to be doing? What are you going to do to prepare?
I mean, all I've been doing, I do it a lot like while I'm just sitting and doing like waiting for a party to fill in Final Fantasy. I'll just like continue collecting bounties, because that's pretty much all I can do right now. But like in terms of preparing for the raid after the DLC, if I somehow manage to not make it to whatever artifact level, I'll just be bounty farming. Like my main priority is just making sure that I hit whatever that max rank for the artifact is, because more likely than not there will be some broken mod that you can use in the raid, and that's just something super easy to take advantage of.
Yes.
And then if there's any like broken exotics or broken weapons, it would just be like spam farming that for 3 days until I get whatever I need. But if there's really nothing, it's just bounties and then XP.
And Zemo, we've heard some rumors. A little bird told me a few things earlier today. Who is going in with you on your day one raid team? We need to know.
Well, two of them are here with us, ATP and Vendetta. We also have Dadbot, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with.
I played
Uh,
several in-game content with Dadbot. Phenomenal Guardian. I 100% vouch for Dadbot. So Vendetta and
um,
ATP are two of the members on your team.
yep.
And
And
Mango is
then,
going to be coaching from the side.
yep, Mango and Vandal. He was in your chat earlier.
Who's going to be the lead guardian that has the final call on how you progress inside the raid?
So, our group, I feel like, doesn't necessarily like have one person that is like end all be all. I think it's like we have it's whoever comes up with the most rational like choice for in terms of strategy, and then it's like I think all six of us kind of like realize, oh, that's a good idea, then we'll go with that. But it's like we're kind of open to hearing everybody as
So it
opposed to
is
just
a
like one person
democracy. It
is.
is a democracy,
Yeah.
and you're going to vote on it. So there won't be the single call.
Yeah. I mean, there will be like obviously like shots being called like during the raid, and I feel like that can kind of be anybody, but I don't think there's going to be one end all be all.
And just looking into the future, when are you going to return and start streaming inside of Destiny again? It's
Um,
been what, a couple of weeks since we've seen something from you, maybe a couple of months.
it's been a little bit. I just haven't like after Warlords, I was kind of like very burnt out from playing this game,
Now,
and I just
hang
didn't
on,
want to.
Zemo. How many times did you practice that world's record Warlord's Ruin run?
So Warlords, I was in every day since release. So like the beginning of December all the way until the middle of February. I was pretty much in every single day running that. But there was also like a 2 week, 2.5 week period where the dungeon was just unrunnable, so I couldn't play. And a lot of that was like I had to come back and relearn everything, which kind of sucked. Um, but I was in there like way longer than I needed to be, or at least like way longer than I thought I would be. Because like the time that I got is really, really good, but like I just didn't expect that I would get that time at all. Like
Zemo,
two
I'm going
weeks
to say
before.
this. I peeked in on you occasionally because you are in my friends list, and I know you did the time. You did the time. And when I watch you strand over that gigantic taken orb ball kind of in the middle of Warlord's Ruin, it is practiced perfection, and it is an absolute delight to see you stream over that thing and surprise all those guys on the other side, having bypassed a couple of dozen waiting to ambush you. It was a joy, a joy. So will you be live streaming on day one of the raid?
Oh yeah, of course,
Vendetta,
100%.
ATP, will both of you be live streaming?
Yes.
And will we be hearing you? Will all the vocals be coming through?
Yeah, probably not. It's too
Silence is
much of
golden.
a.
Silence is golden.
It's in the like the way it is
Now the
now is
competition
it's
isn't- yeah.
yeah, the competition is so fierce now that like quite literally like anything like showing anything is putting yourself at a disadvantage. Like streaming in general is already like kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage, but like obviously most of us, like all three of us, want to stream it. So like we want to stream, but we don't want to completely leak what we're doing for a lot of the things, so we just play with muted comms.
Muted comms. So we get to see the gameplay. We don't hear the discussions about strategy.
Yeah.
Will we be seeing everyone's face if we tune in to your streams?
Well, I don't have a face cam set up.
Now, Zemo, will you be a God Slayer at the end of this season?
As long as I'm like getting on weekly to do Pantheon with my team, yeah, I probably will.
Zemo, what would you tell us something that your fans you think would like to know that maybe they don't?
Um, What would my fans like not know about me? Actually, kind of a hard question.
Xemo has a lot of fans. He's got a lot of followers across multi,
I
social
think
media platforms.
a lot of it, or like one like thing, I guess it's just because a lot of my stuff's mainly on YouTube. I imagine that a lot of people think that I do not mess up, or like there's like usually no errors in uh, what I do, but I feel like it's just like a lot of it just isn't seen. Like all of the hundreds of attempts or whatever, like all the failed attempts are usually never seen. So I feel like uh, any player, like any like your favorite players, they do mess up. I think that's one thing that like not just about me, but it's just about anybody that's good at anything.
Are we ever going to see a reel of "Oops, I can't believe I did that" from you, Zemo?
I was actually like thinking of trying to do like a fail highlight reel, but I don't have enough like good clips. I'll usually just like post a funny moment, like just something really stupid happening to me on Twitter, like as they happen. Like I remember there was one in Warlords where like I get sent flying into the ceiling on like a really good run at the time. It's just like random things like that. Just a bunch of those would be like a funny highlight reel video.
I love seeing the stumbles, the fumbles. It just makes you seem more accessible and more real.
Yeah.
Zemo, how do you feel about being, or do you feel that you are, a model inside of the Destiny community?
I don't think I feel that people I feel like Vendetta is more of like a like pillar in the community that has kind of been established throughout the game's like life. I don't think I'm comparable to a lot of the people that are like have been around forever. I think I'm more of like I guess the newer like generation of Destiny like creators and players. But I think among like the people that had started with me, I would say I'm probably up there.
Zemo,
But I
are
don't
you
think
also
through
in
the
your
whole.
20s?
Yeah, I just recently turned 20.
Okay, so you're the youngest of the three here.
I think I'm also the youngest on my my day one team.